And now let's put our focus on a story that continues to rear its head again and again. What happens to the EVMs? Can EVMs be fixed? Why do people continue to doubt the EVMs again and again? Ladies and gentlemen, there has again been a storm over the EVMs just about yesterday, where there was this report on EVMs that was being unlocked by a phone that spurred the entire opposition to question the EVMs and the Election Commission also. They said the entire electoral process here needs to be put through scrutiny. That's what the opposition said. The opposition also claimed vindication, and they said, "We told you so. The EVMs are not foolproof." But the entire story now falls flat. Why do we say this? Because the news portal that actually carried the story in the first place now has apologized for that particular news page, and they call this a quote-unquote error. Now, first up, let's listen into what the news portal has said. In fact, allow me to quote from this apology that they have put out today. They say the report, Biker Skin had a phone that unlocks the EVM, pages 6, June the 16th. They are reading that also on your screens. Inadvertently, erroneously mentioned that the accused person used his mobile phone to generate an OTP to unlock the EVMs. They say the error is regretted, unquote. Do remember the Election Commission time and again has responded to these charges. They also responded to this particular claim that was being made yesterday at a press conference. And they issued a clarification. Now, the Election Commission said that there is no provision whatsoever to unlock an EVM using an OTP. And they said that EVMs are standalone devices which cannot be connected with absolutely any other device. The police also released a press note. They confirmed that the reports on a phone being used to unlock this EVM was false. It was baseless, it was misleading, and they also said that legal action could be initiated for the same. Now, clearly, it's not just the Walker story, but the opposition also then latched on to the Tesla CEO, Elon Musk's tweet. Now, he was calling for elimination of the EVMs, and this was in response to the US elections. He also said that the risk of being hacked by humans or AI, that is artificial intelligence, while small, is still too high. The former Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who had a back and forth with Elon Musk over the same, also reiterated that Musk has not understood the Indian EVMs at all. Now, he said that while he claims that everything can be hacked, a toaster, a calculator cannot be hacked. The BJP has also cited the newspaper's apology, asking the opposition to apologize now for this particular statement that they made.
If there is a country that can design an EVM right and show the world, it is certainly the Indian EVM. And I'm happy to give a tutorial on what the Indian EVM looks like and why it is more secure and certainly not what he says in terms of hackable. To which he said everything can be hacked, and I said, yes, technically in theory, even SpaceX, the rocket, can be hacked, Starlink can be hacked. If I had infinite amount of money, every encryption can be decrypted. If I had infinite lab resources and people and scientists, I can hack the cockpit of a jet.
उनका काम है आरोप लगाना, उसी से तो 99 सीट जीते हैं ना, उसी से तो 99 सीट जीते हैं। अगर उनको विश्वास नहीं है तो इस्तीफा कर दें 99 आदमी, कि अगर उस पर उनका विश्वास नहीं है तो 99 एमपी इस्तीफा कर दें।
The Congress party, again, I would say categorically that they are coming to terms with being in the opposition for the next 5 years. And they are creating excuses. Mr. Musk is a very reputed entrepreneur, and he was speaking on things in a US perspective, where the EVM machines that are used or the electronic voting machines that are used in the US and a lot of other countries and India, it's structurally very different. While the Indian EVMs, it is tamper-proof because it is not something, it is not a device that is connected to the grid or a network in any manner. It is not connected, it cannot be connected using 4 or 5G or using Wi-Fi. It is completely a standalone device, and these kind of devices cannot be tampered.
चुनाव समाप्त होने के बाद भी जिस प्रकार से झूठ और दुष्प्रचार के आधार पर ईवीएम विलाप शुरू करने का काम राहुल गांधी और उनकी जमात ने किया है, आज तो जिस आर्टिकल के आधार पर वो इस झूठ को प्रचारित कर रहे थे कि ईवीएम मोबाइल फोन के ओटीपी से अनलॉक होता है, आज स्वयं उस संस्था ने अपनी गलती को माना है और क्लैरिफिकेशन डाला है, परंतु देखिए ये ईवीएम वगैरह बहाना है, इनको दरअसल देश का ध्यान भटकाना है।
So multiple reactions that have come in from the NDA. Now Sanjay Nirupam has also questioned the opposition for their statement. Now he's asking that if this particular news portal that had actually carried this misleading report in the first place can apologize, why not the opposition?
ये सरासर गलत इंफॉर्मेशन थी। पहली बात तो ये कि मोबाइल के जरिए ईवीएम ऑपरेट नहीं होता, यह एक तकनीकी तथ्य है, सत्य है। आज हालात ये है कि जिस अखबार ने ये खबर छापी और जिसकी वजह से पूरे देश में ये फेक नैरेटिव सेट किया गया, उस अखबार ने आज माफी मांग ली है या क्लैरिफिकेशन दिया है।
And if you thought that the opposition will be kind of apologizing or realizing their mistake, that is not happening, because the opposition continues to say that the Election Commission lacks accountability, there is no transparency, and hence the opposition insists that there has to be more clarity, and we are not satisfied with everything we've heard so far.
When we as India Alliance partners write letters to the Election Commission to just listen to our demand of matching the VVPATs, they don't listen to us. Why? What is there to hide? And why is the Election Commission afraid of questions? It's our right and our duty to ask questions, and it's their duty to respond and convince us. It's not from a political standpoint. I'm talking about as a voter, I need to know. Where is my vote going? Is it going in the right way where I want it to go? All these are very valid questions, and what happened in that election in the counting center is something very serious.
BJP की extended branch, हुई इलेक्शन कमीशन, नॉर्थ वेस्ट का जो चुनाव नतीजा निकाल सामने आया है, तब से ये पूरा एक वादग्रस्त बन गया है, कंफ्यूजिंग हो गया है। उनको विजय घोषित किया वाइकर को, टोटली इलीगल। वो हारा हुआ आदमी है, अब वो फोन जब्त किया है हमारे दबाव के बाद। ये मांग है कि रविंद्र वाइकर को जो घोषित किया है विजयी, उसको लोकसभा की सदस्यता की शपथ लेने से रोकना चाहिए।
See, as far as artificial intelligence is concerned or robotics is concerned, Elon Musk is a very big name. Now, you know what Eknath Shinde Saab has said, that is secondary what I say. What is important is Election Commission and the central government should give confidence to the normal public or the voters that this the statement of Elon Musk, how it is true or if it is not true. For that they have to come together, or India MPs and India netas, and also India, all the parties and netas should come together, and Election Commission and the central government, they should design a system wherein they would clarify if EVMs are, can be manipulated or would not be manipulated.
मैं 2024 लोकसभा चुनाव में जनता के बीच में गया हूं। जो हमारे समर्थक थे या जो हमको जीतता हुआ देखना चाहते थे या इस सरकार की कारगुजारियों से नाराज लोग थे, चाहे वो उन्हीं के समर्थक रहे हों, वो ये बात कहते थे कि ये ईवीएम से कैसे आप चुनाव जीतोगे। ये बात वो लगातार कहते थे। तो किसी देश की एक बड़ी आबादी अगर ईवीएम पे विश्वास नहीं कर रही है, सवाल उठा रही है, तो सरकार का क्या दायित्व है? इस पूरे सिस्टम में लोग कैसे एक लोकतंत्र की विश्वसनीयता को बनाए रखने के लिए उस चुनाव प्रक्रिया को कैसे बेहतर बना सकते हैं, इस पे सरकार को सोचना चाहिए। आदरणीय अखिलेश यादव जी ने इस पे समय समय पे मांग की है कि ईवीएम को बदल के बैलेट पेपर से चुनाव होने चाहिए।
See, the question here is this. When a doubt is raised, it is the duty of the Election Commission of India to quell those doubts, to ensure that it is transparent. It is their bounden duty to inspire confidence of the general public and the opposing political parties to the ruling opposition about the strength, about the safety, about the security of those EVMs. But what did the Election Commission do? It was just poo-pooing the allegations. See, in a democracy, it is everybody is right, because these votes are the bedrock. They are the very soul of our democracy.
We also have our colleague Abhishek who's joining us live right now. You know, Abhishek, many would say that this actually has become the Achilles heel for the opposition also. You know, they want to raise it every time, but then when you ask them a question that what happens when you win elections through the same EVMs, then they go on to a larger question. But is this an issue that possibly has even lost traction? Or will the opposition continue to push this?
Definitely, after yesterday's press conference by the Election Commission themselves, they have clarified several doubts. In fact, they have issued a notice to the newspaper which was in question for the news report, and today we can clearly see that there is a clarification from their end too. In fact, yesterday Election Commission also clarified that, there is no connection of EVM with a mobile phone where an OTP is generated and you can open the EVM accordingly. In fact, that phone which was found in that area, restricted area, was of an election official, and the inquiry is being now done, and it's a part of investigation by the Mumbai police that how it landed in the hands of Ravinder Vaikar's scheme, and that was only used for purpose of data entry, and the login credentials and the OTP was generated for that. It was no way connected with the counting process, and also it was no way connected with the EVM. Okay. So that was the clarification yesterday issued by the Election Commission official, and everything was clarified. But still, if you can hear, those opposition voices continue to demand that, and make a point that EVM can be hacked, and the Election Commission is not doing anything sufficient enough to clarify on these issues.
Give me a moment. I'm told we also have a live reaction that is just coming in from Priyanka Chaturvedi. We can quickly listen into that, and we'll also get Pratibha then on the conversation.
Janata Party. The same Bharatiya Janata Party which had written a book, 100-page book, endorsed by L.K. Advani ji, on how EVMs can be hacked or manipulated. So having said that, there are questions not just in political parties' minds. These are questions arising out of people's mind also, that they have gone and voted in a particular way. The results have been shocking. So, and Mumbai Northwest is the typical case where a leading candidate, leading by more than 2,200 votes in the 19th round, suddenly within those 2 hours, don't know how they stopped following the procedures and processes. After 2 hours, he's declared a winner, where postal ballots are used. Postal ballots are counted first thing in the morning, and then EVM machine counting begins. They did it the opposite way. So there is manipulation, and we are bringing it to people's notice.
After Elon Musk's tweet, there were several leaders from the India bloc, including Rahul Gandhi, who called EVMs as a black box. Will there be a united front or a united movement started by the India bloc leaders or parties?
Yeah, absolutely. We will be standing united to ensure India's democracy prevails. India's constitutional safeguards that we have put in place should prevail over everything else. And like I said, Election Commission should remember Caesar's wife should be above suspicion. So we have unitedly asked them for a free and fair process. We had asked this, sent them a letter requesting for an appointment. It was not given to us. Mr. Rajiv Kumar has been avoiding to meet us. I would hope that in the coming times he would realize his responsibility not just to political parties, but to the political process, to the electoral process, and to the people of this country who are asking several questions as far as Mumbai Northwest is concerned. Mumbai Northwest has become a talking point nationally.
Speaking about Mumbai Northwest constituency, you, Prithviraj Chavan ji, have basically spoken against the article that appeared in one of the Mumbai-based tabloids. The EC officer also came out in the open negating the entire article. How do you respond to those aspects as well? Because that article did not quote any of the police officers, the midday article, if you're speaking about. How do you respond to that aspect?
If you look at the investigation stories are usually on leads and on sources, highly placed sources. It is not something that Midday came up with randomly. Midday has been following this investigation, so has Lokmat. And I'm grateful to such newspapers that they're investigating it thoroughly, that how did a leading candidate lose suddenly with processes not being followed. And it is a fact, Midday reported that there was a phone found inside. Midday was the one which reported that FIR is not being filed. FIR was filed 12 days later. That also was something that Midday was reporting. And suddenly this one particular reporting has got the, taken the nation by storm. Maybe though there are questions to this, maybe who the source is something which will be best answered by Midday.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.